Let's take a real-world example to understand classes and objects better. Let's say I want to develop a dog adoption website. In order to build this website, I need to model dogs, a real-world entity, into my software. Let's focus on how we can represent a dog using classes and objects for our dog adoption website. Here we have pictures of 3 different dogs. Take a moment to figure out the differences between these dogs. Feel free to pause the video and take 2 minutes to list down the differences. Let's list down the differences. Each dog is of a different breed. They have different colors. Their age looks to be different. Maybe some are male, some are female. They might have different owners as well. So, breed, colors, age, gender, owners, these might be some of the things that are different for these dogs. If I say these differences are also some of the common characteristics shared by the dogs, wouldn't you agree with me? If I have to describe a dog, I will use these characteristics like breed, color, age, gender, owner. So these characteristics can form the data members for dog classes. Again, take a moment and list down the common behavior of these dogs. Feel free to pause the video for a minute. Okay, so let's see some of the behaviors of dogs. Dogs sleep, they eat, they sit, they run, they bark. These common behaviors can be the functions or methods of dog class. So far, we have a dog class, its characteristics, which are the data members, its behaviors, which are the methods. Now, for different values of data members, you will get different dog objects. Since the data elements of an object can vary, each object of the same type may have different data but will have the same functionality as defined in the methods. So, the first dog can be a female white American Eskimo who is 6 years old and is Krish's pet. The second dog can be a male black French bulldog who is 4 years old and is Avni's pet. But both the French bulldog and American Eskimo have the same behaviors, as in they both eat, sleep, sit, run, bark, etc. Now that we have developed some basic understanding about classes and objects, let's try to understand why classes are considered object factories. A class has the complete description of the data elements the object will contain, the methods the object can do, the way these data elements and methods can be accessed. How will I get an object of a class? To get an object, I tell the class that I want a new object of this type. Given the values of the characteristics, a class knows how to create an object of itself. It will check if all the characteristics required to create the object have been specified. All characteristics are valid. Then it will go ahead and create an object of the class, setting its initial state to the value of the characteristics specified. This is similar to what happens in a factory. Consider a car factory. There will be one design of a car based on which many cars of different colors will be manufactured. If you compare this with our previous example, based on one dog class, many dogs of different breed, color, gender, etc. can be created as objects. That is why we say that class is an object factory. Objects of a class are also referred as instances of the class, as they represent the class with a specific state.